Hey guys, what's up? It's Tarahgee and welcome back. So for today's video, I have this chocolate gold inspired makeup look. I recently got my hands on the Too Faced chocolate gold palette, and let me tell you guys, it's amazing. It smells like chocolate because it's infused with cocoa powder, and I'm obsessed with it. So you guys know I had to come through with a look. I even used one of the eyeshadows as my highlight. Like, what? Like, it's amazing. So yeah, that's what this tutorial is today. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's jump into the video. Okay, you guys, welcome back. So let's start off with skin prep. The first thing that I'm going to do is go in with my Estee Lauder Day Wear Moisturizer. This stuff is awesome and it has SPF in it, so I like to use this kind of like when I start my day, and I put a lot on obvi and really make sure that my skin is hydrated and ready for the actual makeup. Then the next step is going to be my brows. I'm using all Anastasia because that is my jam. I use the Brow Wiz in dark brown and the DIPBROW in dark brown as well, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows quickly so that we can move on. Okay, so then to clean up my brows, I'm using my Anastasia 5.0 concealer. I'm almost out of this, which is crazy because I've had it for like a year. But once I'm done, I want to try the NARS matte concealer. It's the new one they just came out with in a pot. And I like using pot concealers because I feel like it gives me a little bit more control than a liquid does. But anyway, I'm just going to clean up my brows and then we can move on to eyeshadow. So the first eyeshadow palette I'm going to use is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. Believe it or not, this is my first time owning this palette, which is insane. But I'm going to take this shade, which is called Cypress Umber, and I'm going to start to buff that out all through my crease. Really kind of messily. I'm not really worried about where the color is going because I'll clean it up in a second. So the next palette that I'm going to use is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I'm like obsessed with this. This is my first time dipping into it and it's so amazing. So I'm going to use this shade, which is called Cocoa Truffle, and I'm going to use this to blend out the brown that we just put down. I felt like the edges were a little bit harsh. That wasn't really what I was looking for, so I'm going to blend that out. And then I'm going to take the shade Rollin' in Dough. It's just a creamy matte highlight kind of color, and I'm going to put this above my brow bone. Okay, now for the star of the show, I'm taking this color, which is called Chocolate Gold. I mean, look at it. It's just amazing. It's just a beautiful, vibrant, like true yellow gold. And I'm going to just put this all over my lid. I'm kind of cutting my crease without doing a cut crease, if that makes any sense. I just didn't really feel like doing all that work, but that's pretty much what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go back into my Modern Renaissance palette, go back into Cypress Umber, and blend that through my crease a little bit more. Again, just mimicking the shape of a cut crease. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I'm just going to do a little line just because my lashes that I'm going to be using has a really thick band and I need to hide it. Not doing a wing or anything like that, just literally lining my eye. So for today's lashes, I'm using my Pure Cosmetics Bombshell lashes. I'm just going to put some glue on them and set them aside so that they can get tacky. And while they do that, I'm going in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm just going to prime my entire face. And then once I'm done doing that and that's kind of synced in, I'm just going to pop on my eyelashes. So once my lashes are stuck on, I'm going to go in with my BUXOM Big Tease mascara, and I'm just going to put a little bit on just to blend my fake lashes with my real ones. And now it's time for foundation. So my combo recently has been the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation in the shade Chai, and this NYX foundation brush. It's their new brush that they just came out with, and let me tell you, it's life-changing. Like, I got it at Ulta. If you have not tried this brush yet, try it. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Like, It's insane. So next I'm going to go in with Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in the shade Tan Sand, and I'm just going to put that in all my highlight areas, and then I'm going to buff that out with this NYX sponge. This is also new from their collection. I was just trying it out today. You'll see how I feel about it later, but I'm going to go ahead and buff out all of that concealer.
Thrown up in the air to help 'em dance. Come on, baby, catch me if you can. I know you don't have any other plans. Are you down, did it, down, did it, down, did it, down, down, down. Down, did it, down, did it, down, did it, down, down, down.
So I'm going to cream contour today, and I'm using my Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to take this color and go ahead and carve out the hollows of my cheekbones, the perimeter of my forehead, my nose, my jawline. You guys know all the good stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and buff that out. Okay, so update on the sponge. I hate it. It's so dense, it doesn't move any product, and it's literally a waste of my time. So I'm just using the brush to blend that out, and then I'm going to start setting my face with my powders. For under my eyes and everywhere that I highlighted, I use the Maybelline loose powder in the shade Deep. This stuff is amazing. I don't know, like it just makes everything look so airbrushed and nice, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, look at my under eye. That's amazing.
Now isn't the time to play it safe. Isn't this the reason why you came? So baby, don't you let it go to waste.
To set the rest of my face, I'm using my Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder in the shade Hazelnut, and I'm just using a dense kind of powder brush to buff this all around my face. I kind of lose some of the dimension that I did all the contouring with, so I'm going to go back with my powder contour kit now and use this shade right here to kind of just bronze up everywhere that I laid down that cream contour.
We should fight this. What if we don't stop until it's light? Are you down, did it, down, did it, down, did it, down, down, down?
So going back into the chocolate gold palette, I'm using the eyeshadow chocolate gold, and I'm going to use that to highlight. Doesn't this kind of give you Trophy Wife by Fenty vibes? I know, it's amazing. So I'm using this Forever 21 brush that was like $2.90, and it's my favorite highlighting brush ever. Like, I can't use anything else. Look how amazing it looks. I know, like, it's amazing. Moving on now, I'm going to go back into the Modern Renaissance palette and use the shade Cypress Umber to buff under my lower lash line. I just wanted it to look kind of like smoky under there without giving it too much depth. Okay, so once I'm done putting lower lash mascara on, I'm going back into the chocolate gold palette and using the shade Famous as my inner corner highlight. I just felt like something from the look was missing, and once I popped this on, I felt like everything was pulled together. I also used this to further enhance my nose and Cupid's bow highlight just because y'all know I'm extra. So for my lip color, I went in with the NYX Lingerie in the shade Teddy. I wanted more of a brown just because I wanted everything to be like brown and gold and really kind of monochromatic, and I just love the way that this paired with the eye look. And then I'm just going to set all of my powder with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. This stuff is amazing, and then we're all done.
Are you down, did it, down, did it, down, did it, down, down, down?
So you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. Also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media. Everything is at TarahgeeFace. So I'm really easy to find. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.